You see these? These are the Redmi AirDots. This is the first time I've used them in about a year. I'm revisiting them today because I want to talk a little bit about the Redmi AirDots S. First, I have to clean up my apartment and do laundry. If you guys are wondering why I'm using the Redmi AirDots, I was reading an article about the differences between the Redmi AirDots and the Redmi AirDots S, and how essentially everything about them is the same except for a new Raychem chipset. But right now, we're gonna go to the gym, we're gonna use these for a workout. So I just finished working out using the Redmi AirDots. And I forgot how nice it was to have such small headphones. Like, these headphones are genuinely quite small. And for working out, they are not bad. But the sound quality is... well, let's talk about that in a little bit. Real quick, so after using these for about 3.5 hours, all of the things that I didn't like about these headphones are still present. I have to use my phone to control all of the music playback, which at the gym is not very convenient. The sound quality of these, they have a ton of bass, but they don't have very much other than that. I was listening to an artist by the name of Pop Smoke, and I will have a link to his music down below. But it's an American hip-hop artist, and his music is like really, really bassy and really, really thumpy. And the lack of definition I had in the mid-sub, like the sub-bass to like the mid-tones on these, made it really hard to understand the lyrics, and it made it really hard to understand that. Now, with the Redmi AirDots S, all Xiaomi did was update the chipset in these headphones with a Raychem something newer version of the chipset that gives you a true mono. They left everything else about the Redmi AirDots S the same. It's also worth noting that this Raychem chipset does not have any kind of noise cancellation for the microphone for these. It's just purely the chipset. The Redmi AirDots S remind me of my motorcycle. Let me explain why. So this bike I have, it's a Honda FTR 223. There's really nothing that's that special about it. It's like an early 2000s 250cc single-cylinder motorbike. But they have a very specific problem, and that is that the carburetor on these bikes, there's a part of it that's made of plastic or like a rubber nylon material. And that part always breaks. It always gets stuck up and down, and it just makes the bike dangerous to run. Now on this bike, I've changed a lot. The seat is new, the tank is new, a lot of other stuff on it is new. But before I did all of that, I changed this, just the carburetor. And it made the bike better to ride. Now, did it fix all of the problems with my bike? No, it didn't. It fixed one problem. Just like the new chip on the Redmi AirDots S. It doesn't fix all of the other problems or issues I have with it, being cheap build quality, poor case, tendency to break on people within a couple of weeks of owning them. Check my other videos for that. It doesn't fix any of those problems. It just fixes one specific issue, being the now introduction of a mono mode or a true mono mode. It doesn't change the controls, it doesn't change anything else. Just like before I did all of the other modifications to my motorbike, I changed the carburetor. And it didn't fix anything else, other than it made it a little bit faster, and it made the throttle response better, but it was still the same bike. Just like the Redmi AirDots S, they're still the same headphones. They still have the case that has a tendency to break. Now I know what you guys are saying, Mitchell, but they're so cheap. They're so cheap. They upgraded the headphones and they didn't even add anything to the price. How can you be so down on a pair of headphones that's the same price? It's the same price. They made them better. Everything about them is great now. Well, in every single one of these videos that is kind of more vloggy outside the studio, me trying to make this stuff more interesting for you guys, I always get a question about what headphones I'm wearing or what headphones I'm using. And the majority of the time, the answer is neckband headphones. But every time someone asks me what pair of headphones they should get for around $20, and I suggest them neckband headphones, you instinctually say no. You do not want to buy neckband headphones. Even though I could buy, and I could afford to buy, and it would make sense for me to buy essentially any pair of headphones. I could purchase AirPod Pros if I wanted. It's not the money thing. I just think that there's certain price points of value that you guys should be paying attention to. And if it's headphones for $20, buy neckband headphones. If you have $35 or $40, Huawei T18, make a really compelling purchase. If you have a little bit more money, let's say $45, $50, can't help but overlook the Sabit E12 Ultra now with the Qualcomm 3020 chip. If you need a pair of headphones at $35 but you want to use it for calls, the Xiaomi Mi Air 2 SE aren't bad either, and you can test the microphone for them right here. So really, what I'm trying to say is that in no way, shape, or form am I suggesting that you buy the Redmi AirDots S. I don't think that the Redmi AirDots S provide that great of value for you. And overall, I just think that the Redmi AirDots S are a way for Xiaomi to update their product line, get us a new chip, which, by the way, if you guys are wondering why they only changed the chip, they can get a new chip, incorporate that into their manufacturing processes, and it's at no extra cost to them, and they can give you a new product. Let me know if you enjoy these out and about videos like this, where I try to incorporate tech commentary and talking about tech stuff. It really helps my channel if you guys let me know about that stuff in the comments down below, because I listen to your feedback. Okay, check out these videos here. Peace.